Hey, what is up everybody? It is Wreaker and welcome back to Sly 2. So fun fact, this was all streamed. I finally was able to do a Twitch stream and had 4 viewers, I think it was, which surprised me. It even surprised me even more because I forgot to unmute the entire stream. Yeah, so this is being recorded in a voiceover after the fact. But yeah, we will kind of skip ahead. We'll watch the cutscene.
It took a sleepless week of data crunching, but I eventually tracked down the location of my friends, locked away in the mysterious towers of Prague. At the moment, they are the unwilling guests of Interpol's most renowned prison warden, the Contessa. While still a criminal psychology student, she entered into a whirlwind romance and married a wealthy aristocrat. Sadly, the union was short-lived, as the general suspiciously died a few weeks after the ceremony. The widowed Contessa put her education and newly acquired estate to work by opening a criminal rehabilitation center. Her pioneering use of hypnotherapy has produced some good results, and subsequently earned her a prominent position within Interpol. My friends are locked up somewhere in the clinic and are slated for the Contessa's Good Samaritan brainwashing. If I don't bust them out soon, they'll be working a 9-to-5 job selling shoes, and I'll be out 2 best friends. I should make my way over to the Contessa's house. Maybe I'll pick up a few leads on the location of Sly and Murray.
Alright, here we have Bentley. As you can see, Sly and Murray are in jail, if you don't remember from the last episode. So, yeah, and Bentley's not the best fighter, but... So, hopefully nothing bad happens here. There will be an arachnophobia warning for, like, this chapter and the next chapter. But, yeah, it's not actually too bad. Just, they tend to use a lot of spiders and stuff, and bats. So if you're scared by either of those things, kind of have fun. But, yeah, got into a little bit of scrum because I went straight into a guard. And then they lost me on top of the roof. So yeah, but we need to get to the other end of the map to start the first mission. And yeah, the bats are annoying because they don't return to their normal spots like most guards. They will actually just essentially settle down and get in your way a lot. But as you can see, we now have the flashlight guards are vultures with crossbows, and the reason that they are so slow is the crossbows in their feet. But yeah, they're honestly not too bad to deal with. But the ones that are annoying to deal with are the bats for some reason. If you see me waiting, it's because the train here will one-shot KO you. So I was like, I'll play it safe, but I kept forgetting, like, the timing. my timing was way off on the speed of the train for most of the time that the train's actually active. Because it's not that fast, but yeah, that one I just forgot to jump. But if you get taken by surprise, the train will wreck you. Luckily, had no issues with it. There is a tank in this level that just roams around, as well as a searchlight, which I had forgotten about. So yeah, I hid in the barrel because I was like, oh yeah, that tank's gonna be coming right around the corner. But yeah, just like with the train, my timing was off here too. But luckily, I still had a sliver of health left, so, and I've played this game enough to where I know where a lot of the traps are. So yeah, I managed to not have to restart there.
Aha!
Now we get to some video game logic stuff.
Wait a second. The feathers
Normally,
on
when
my
a
sleep
guard,
darts vibrate near
like you
sound.
miss a guard with a sleep
If
dart,
I maintain my position
it'll
on top
notice
of this parabolic dish,
and come
I
after
should
you.
be able to hear that frequency at a
For
distance.
some reason,
This is
the
great.
Contessa, when you tag
If
her
I
with
tag the
darts,
Contessa with my
she
darts,
does not notice. She
I'll
does
be
not
able
care.
to listen in on
So,
whatever she says.
yeah, it's all fun there.
I might even learn where she's locked up Sly and Murray.
And yeah, for some reason, somehow, Bentley's sleep darts act as a listening device.
The Claw Gang is falling
I'm
apart.
not going to
Spy
question it.
shipments have
Like I
almost
said,
stopped.
video game logic and all that.
I never would have joined if
But,
I'd known it would be
yeah.
this easy to disrupt the plan. At least the Cooper Gang is under lock and key. Their lopsided morality flies in the face of man's inherent selfishness. Ah well, they'll see it my way soon enough.
And if you didn't catch it there, Contessa literally just said, oh yeah, the Claw Gang? Yeah, I'm a part of it.
Those fools
I didn't
at
realize it
Interpol.
was going to be
They
that
keep
hard to
sending
break
me
it up, though.
criminals and I keep making money. How come no one ever thought
So
of this before?
this is one of those things of
Hypnotize
the
criminals
Contessa is
and
actually
force
part
them to
of the Claw
reveal
Gang
where they've hidden
that we've
their
been trying to
corruption.
take down,
I'm a genius.
and that she's been
If only I had
arresting.
more spice to help me with the hypnosis.
Because Claw Gang supplies spice, which she uses. I have bad aim, by the way. Which she uses to hypnotize criminals. Essentially, she makes her money by stealing money from other criminals,
That blasted
and
Cooper gang.
because essentially
The fat
money
one.
laundering and all
What's his
that,
name?
it goes unnoticed by the actual
Murray.
police.
Yes, Murray.
So
He'll be the first to break.
yeah.
I should spend a few sessions probing that feeble
And her
mind.
plan is to get
I
Murray
can
to
only
break because he's a
imagine the
little
wealth that gang
feeble-minded,
has
which
accumulated
valid,
over
but
the years.
still harsh. And then, oh yeah, I just have a few times where, like that one, I thought I should have hit her, but apparently, like that one was just bad aim. There's some.
That's like
There's not
such
too
a
much collision on
complex and
grenades.
rebellious mind. A month or two in the hole should break his spirit.
So yeah,
Let him
this will
squat
end the
there
episode.
week after week.
Or not
He's seen
episode,
that the
but
guys
this
along the
mission.
wall all have motion
And
detectors. There is no escape.
yeah, we have to
Slowly,
break
the
Sly out of
reality his
the hole,
captivity will set in, and I'll
which
get to
sounds
work on his
great,
mind.
by the way. But Bentley takes the next logical step here.
Inconceivable.
If you want to break
She's
someone
no
out of the hole,
healthcare
you must put a
professional.
hole in the wall.
Why, that's the most heinous crime I've ever
Yeah,
heard of.
and using video game logic,
Putting
what do we
inmates
have
into
nearby to put a hole in
hypnosis
a giant
so
concrete
they'll tell her
wall?
where they've stashed their
A
loot.
train.
It
Granted, we gotta
dishonors
get the
both
trains
law
airborne, but
enforcement and
that's
thieves
that's
at the
easy in
same time.
video game world.
I should get to work and figure out a way to break Sly out of the hole.
The key word here is it's a electromagnetic train, if I remember right. Oh yeah, I did debate when I was in the live stream whether to or the best way to get back there. I was talking about how that thing isn't a searchlight, and I was waiting for the train, or not train, but tank, so I wouldn't jump straight down into it. But yeah, the flashlight there, growing up, I always thought was a spotlight, but no, it's not. I don't know why. And then also you can get jump scared by these statues. The gargoyles are not actually just there for decoration. There's, as far as I know, there's a random chance that they hold a guard. I think it's all RNG whether they have a guard in them or not, but I've been wrong before, I will be wrong again. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, we gotta go all the way back to right outside the safe house, which is why I'm contemplating just trying to respawn, essentially. But it is what it is.
That computer
But now
is part
introduces
of a
one of my
control system
favorite
for the
mechanics in the games.
electromagnetic train. By
I know
hacking
some
all the
people don't like
terminals
it and
along the
whatnot,
train
but
tracks,
it's hacking.
I should be able to reverse their
We had
polarity,
in Sly 1,
thereby
we had
turning
one
the
hacking
train
mission,
into a giant
which
projectile.
has one of the best
Without
songs
question, its
in the
impact
entire
on the prison
franchise.
walls should create a hole
Because
large
in
enough
post-production
for
I
a
can
slide
actually
to escape
insert that
from.
here. So I will probably insert it into the actual hacking segment here. Again, because I can. But yeah, this looks a lot different than the first game. It looks similar to the third game because they were essentially built on, or the third game was built on the second one, but had a lot of improvements. And the fourth game just took hacking and blew it out of the water because it has the best, or I say best, some of the gameplay in the fourth
That's one down.
hacking
The train
is
should be
good.
picking up speed.
Because it gives you, in 1, 2, and 3, you only get one type of hacking, which is essentially what you saw on screen. In Slide 4, it's like one of the things it excelled at was the hacking, in my opinion. But, because it gave you 3 different types. And there was Alter Ego and something. I know Alter Ego. It was a side scroller hacking twin stick shooter. Kind of like the old. Yes, my ability to dodge bullets is fantastic, but it kind of reminds me of
2 down, 4 more to go.
the old. I know a lot of them were Japanese because it was apparently a very popular game style over there. But old arcade games like, was Proteus, I think it is? But that style. So it's that style of mini-game that you use in hacking. Those were fun. And then there was one that's essentially this, but with super updated graphics, and you get 3 different types of tanks, and different enemies and all that. It's actually really, really good. And then they give you, I think it's called Spark Runner. That one needs to go burn in a hole. Because it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick because
that should speed up
the fourth
train
game
by
they
at
tried
least
to
50%.
essentially steer to what do you call it? PS Vita. Also, my timing on the train was way off here again. But it was made kind of a gimmick to show off PS Vita and stuff. So yeah, that's where a lot of the shortcomings in the fourth one come from, in my opinion. And don't worry, we'll eventually make it to the fourth game, and yeah, I can explain a little bit in better detail then. But Spark Runner was all motion controlled. Kind of like, if it had good motion controls, it would have been like Super Monkey Ball. But this was like the It was Dollar Tree version of Super Monkey Ball. If that says anything. So it was more frustrating than good.
Just 2 more terminals.
But it did do its job of spicing up the thing. And at some point, I will actually, they did make a spin-off game off of Sly 4, which was literally just hacking. It's called Bentley's Hack Pack. And it's just set up to be, oh yeah, Bentley has his own, like, retro bar. I forget what it is. But essentially, he has his own arcade. And it's just a bunch of arcade machines set up. Had the burps in. But it's just a bunch of arcade machines set up with all the different hacking mini games, and there's bonus objectives and high scores and whatnot, and you earn tokens, and you can cash that in for collectibles.
The train's at full speed.
And fun stuff.
Now, on to reverse the field's polarity.
And that little hazard sign there was just letting you know, hey, don't go in here because you will abort the mission. So yeah, unfortunately, like, you can't go into other areas during a mission. It will kind of just make you fail them. So unfortunately, that's the thing that you gotta pay attention to. But yeah. If you can't tell, the hacking minigames, they all kind of follow a pattern of just get to the end, and it's whatever obstacles.
What a beautiful trajectory!
But yeah, by reversing the polarity of a train, you can precisely send it through the wall of a prison. Video game logic, everybody. Video game logic. And because that mission is over, we have horrible timing and then panic and just duck in and out of that building real quick to reset the tank. Because whenever you come out of that building, the game does spawn the tank right there. So you never run into it. And then just have to get by the spotlight there. Somehow don't get spotted by the tank. And yeah. Sleepy guard. Just that. And then confused flashlight guard. Just yeah. Also, that's our first clue, because Bentley's really hard to get clues with, because he has limited mobility. And there's another one. And we'll start this.
All the guards
it's an
along
RC
the
chopper
prison wall
mission.
are outfitted with a motion tracking
And
device.
it's honestly
There's
not
no
a bad
way
one.
for Sly to escape.
I do wish that you could
Unless I take those guys out with my RC chopper.
use the RC chopper like freely, because the third game had something like it. Also, these guards are tougher than the ones in Chapter 2, because those, no matter what type of guard it was, they only took one hit to defeat. These flashlight guards, you gotta hit twice. And they cheat. Do not try to do a no damage run with this mission, because they have heat-seeking missiles that you cannot dodge, and they have heat-seeking missiles that you can dodge. And yeah, you ain't dodging half of these.
That looks painful.
Got a 2-for-1 special right there. And there we go. So I drove or flew pretty decently, and I still had less than half health.
Sly, can you read me?
How I missed that sensuous voice.
So if you don't know what you're doing on that mission, you can fail it pretty easily.
Do you see that hook above the train?
Yeah?
It's your only means of escape.
Also, fun
Jump and hit
fact,
the circle
like one
button
of
to
the
grab
first
hold.
things you learn
Then
in the
swing
first
onto the
game,
back of the train.
you're just
I've
learning
already
now in
established
this
the
game.
safe house and downloaded
So yeah,
its
we
GPS
now have
coordinates
hooks that we can
into your
use.
binocucom. We'll rendezvous there.
Wow, you've really thought of everything.
Don't I always?
Yeah, you do. Thanks for busting me out.
Oh, well, you know the old saying, if you can't count on a friend to bust you out of jail, what kind of a friend are they?
Definitely worth to live by.
Truer words were never said, wizard.
And if you caught that callback, then you've been watching since the first episode. Good job. And yeah, I looked at that clue bottle, but if I remember right, you can't actually get to it from when you first come out of the prison. So the only objective is to get back to the safe house. And yeah. Also, I mistimed the cane swing. Otherwise, I think I could have gotten it. So I decided, you know what? Let's just get back to the safe house. We'll help a guard out by emptying his heavy pockets. But yeah, we'll get back to the safe house, get the cutscene over with. I forget what I was talking about there. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this first episode. We'll watch the cutscene here.
Okay, here's the situation.
This one does actually change up the formula a bit. Instead of doing recon, then gather, then prep, then operation.
You know, he's not very light on his feet.
I'd say gather, but because it's
we'll
essentially
into an isolation
gathering
cell
resources
or
gathering more
Second,
intel.
I'll need you to get a sample of
Then
the
prep
Contessa's
is essentially
encryption
getting everything
algorithm.
ready for the operation.
Don't worry, I'll explain later.
Here,
Third,
the
you'll
recon
need to
and
pickpocket a
gather
few keys
steps
from the
were all put
Contessa.
into one.
But watch out for her pack of bodyguards.
And then
And
we
fourth,
now have the
you'll have to
preparation phase,
deactivate her giant attack
and
robot.
then the
No, really,
actual
Sly,
operation.
I'm serious.
We don't actually
The
have
Contessa has a giant
second
attack robot.
cutscene.
It just looks like a water tower. Now, once you've pulled off all these jobs,
It's one of the worst
we'll be
missions,
ready to
but
make a
has
play for the
a
big
great
guy.
ending cutscene and all that. So, alright. Well, I think that'll do it. This has been Wreaker, and let chaos reign.